Hello and welcome, Stitchy friends. Today is Thursday, March the 19th. Welcome to my FlossTube channel. This is all about cross stitch. Welcome back if you've been following along with me, and welcome to those new subscribers. I've had a few, and if you're new here, you're also very welcome, and I hope you find something that you like here. This I am coming to you from inside the Tardis, and this is going to be a kit parade part 1, and we'll see how this goes. I did get a request, and so I'm jumping in. So these are like pre-kitted things. These are things that I've kitted up myself, that kind of thing. So thank you for spending some time with me. It is later in the day here in Canada. I'm in Ontario. It's 7 o'clock-ish. So I'm going to jump in. Hopefully this video won't be any longer than 30 minutes. So I think this is part 1, and there could be a part. There'll definitely be a part 2, hopefully not a part 3. That says a lot, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to jump right in. So in 2024, I did the Haid Cell. I did the Merry Mushroom Village, and I completed the whole thing. And in that year, when you completed the project, you got 2 charts of your choice, as well as all the other charts that were in the cell. So this is the one I chose. Have I started it? No. This is called Meditation. And this is a Heaven and Earth design, obviously. And it is 575 by 575. So a lot of stitches. I haven't written down how many stitches that is. I will be stitching this, I believe, on a 25 count Lugana. Here it is. And I have the threads pretty much, probably most of the threads, but I have them all in my little drawers over there. And this is a good exercise for me because I can pull these out of my projects now and put them away in my drawers. When I used to first kit up a full coverage, I've only been really fully stitching and since 2022, I would buy all the floss that was needed for that chart, not realizing that I then wanted to do 1/1 full cross. So then you only need half the thread. So after, I don't know, 2 or 3, maybe, I realized, hey, you don't need to get all the floss for one project. But I didn't have any way of storing that. So now time has marched on and I've got my system. And so I'll put these in their little drawers and then I can grab them as I need them. Yeah, because what I do, I have one here, just a second. This is one of the boards for my Haid Cell. So my full coverages, most of my full coverages, they'll be set up on a board like this. A lot of these have threaded needles in here. And so what I'll do is take 2 or 3 strands of a length that I use and put them on a board like this. I am going to try the ones, I don't know what you call them, the other floss organizers with the holes. I'm going to try those. I have some coming that have been on order for weeks and weeks. And I think they're coming on Monday. But anyway, so yeah, But this is my favorite way of doing it. But I have so many full coverages. I can't afford to have a lot of these because I think they're like $16 Canadian each for this holds 50. And you know, hay charts are pretty big. So anyway, so that's basically how I set that up. And what I might do, I bought a gadget where I can have an overhead camera. So I might one day go through and show you how I set all that up, if anybody's interested. So that's the first one, that's meditation. If I keep talking, it's going to take a whole lot longer than 30 minutes. Okay, what do I have next? Okay. Ooh. This next one is, and I've not started it, and this has been around a while. So this is Autumn Town by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And I bought the core for fabric from Mountain Air hand dyed fabrics, and this is what it'll be stitched on. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm not a green person, but I do like that. When I first got it, it was quite dark, and someone suggested to me to wash it and that will lighten it up, and it certainly did. Look at that, isn't it gorgeous? So you stitch it on a green fabric, so then you don't have to stitch all the green in the chart. I know this is a bit glary, but anyway, so that's that one. If somebody would like to count and let me know how many I've got. I don't know if I really want to know, but maybe it would be interesting. What else do I have? Ooh. This one I can't show you. Okay. This one is called Balloons. Well, I call it Balloons. Let me see if I can find it. You're going to have to bear with me here, because if it's a full coverage, then I have to find it in my iPad, in my GoodNotes. Here it is. I just love the colours in this. This is another Heaven and Earth Designs. It's 425 by 566. And here it is. It's called Hot Air Balloons. There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at all those colours. So when I was figuring out how I'm going to organise things, so what I did was I kitted up the first page. I start in the top right corner, top left corner. But now I do things differently. Instead of going page by page, I'm going all the way across. So I can put these in their little boxes over there. And again, this will be stitched on 25 count Lugana one day. Just the regular. I don't have the easy grid, I must admit. I love the easy grid. Okay, what else? Okay, we'll skip that one. Don't need that. This is, actually, this is kind of like a whip. This is a petite gold dimensions kit. I don't think I don't have a picture for it. It is, I'm going to flash it up really quick, but hopefully you can't get it. It's of seashells and things. And I've never really stitched it. So that's in here. I started it a long time ago. I've had this about, oh, I don't know, 20 years, something like that. Okay. The next one is an interesting one. This is called Laura's Frisian Sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery. And this is a sampler that Laura bought. She's, Laura is the serial starter. At the Jacob Palooza event, we got this one. And I bought some fabric. I haven't started it. No, don't even know what the fabric is. It is at a minimum a 32 count, and it's probably, it's a linen, and it's probably platinum or something. And I got the threads to go with it. So I kitted it up at Jacob Palooza. These have not been out of the bag. So those are the threads, the Roxy Flossco threads, Roxy Flossco fabric. Yeah, I haven't started that, and hopefully it wouldn't be too big a sampler. We shall see. I do like samplers, but I love full coverage. You just can't stitch it all, even though you want to, right? So that's that one. Okay, here we go. What is this? Wow. This one I've had kitted up since 2022 probably. It's Praiseworthy Stitches. This is all courtesy of Brenda, the Handwork Maniac. I used to see things on her channel and go, oh, I want to stitch that. This was back in 2022. Oh, I've done a bunch of things on here. So it's Bumpin' the Night Farm. I'm trying to get it so you can see it. There you go. And it's by Praiseworthy Stitches. I am one day going to stitch it on. This is Belfast Linen Stormy Night. Look at me, I have the ticket. It's a linen, and I have the threads here. I don't know if I have all of the threads here, but these are the threads, fabric, and the chart. All in a nice Ziploc bag. It's kind of fun going through these, actually. I have no business buying anything else. And my goal this year was to not buy anything. That went by the wayside really fast. What's this one? Oh, this one is called Zen Duck. It's another Heaven and Earth Designs. These are the threads. The fabric is a 25 count Lugana, just the usual. It's full coverage. And let me see if I can find this. Oh, it's way down. The problem is there's always something new, bright and shiny. got to be a long way down. Excuse me. It is way down there. Here it is. It's a mini Zen duck. The artwork is by Gordon Fitchett. And my duck is... Oh. Okay, I think this is the right duck. But here he is. Isn't he just lovely? But he just sits there in the middle. The stitch count on... Ooh, lost it. The stitch count on this is 131 by 242. Yeah. Oh, he's holding little birds. Can you see that? In his hands, he's holding little birds. That's why I got this one. But yeah. I should think about starting that. It has 89 colours. Well, there's definitely not 89 here. But I'm just going to put that DMC to one side. I think I could open up my own floss store. I could give Michael's a run for its money, I think. Especially our Michael's, because it doesn't seem to... It's not very good at stocking up that. Let's put it that way. Okay, this one. I got this through the needlework group on Facebook, and it's an exclusive chart. Ooh. It is the Scarlet House, and it's Sarah A. Sanderson, 1872. Now, isn't that beautiful? Oh, I need to start these things, because if I don't start them... Oh, and I got the silks. I apologise for the crinkles. So it all came in a kit. So this is needle and flax linen, 40 count. Oh my goodness. And they're NPI silks. Look at this. Those are the NPIs. Here is the fabric. Absolutely gorgeous. Yep. I have to make sure I keep all that together. And we've got one of these. Actually, I don't know what it is. Oh, there you go. I think it's to hold needles. It's a magnet. Isn't that cute? The kits that you get from there are just beautiful. I got one other one, the Charlotte Warrington, which I have started. But yeah, and it came to me from... There you go. It's the Homespun Needlework group. And I think I got my kit from the Colorado Cross Stitcher. That's who I bought it from. So exciting. Oh my. Okay. I won't put that one away. Just put it there. Okay, what do I have next? Oh my goodness. I think I got this last year. I have fabric in here. So this is Glendon Place Alphabet Elegance. And I got all the beads for this. I probably have all the threads. This is a 32 count linen beige. No name. Oh, and I got, oh, okay. This is the Sulky pack, thread pack, and the bead pack. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the colour of those beads. They're just, yeah. I need to get a move on. If only I could live forever. Right? Don't we all say that? Anyway, I'm putting this one away. Okay, we're more than halfway down here. We're at 21 minutes. That isn't anything. Oh. Now I've had this for a while. It's a Bossy Threads kit, and it's a Cotswold Village. Now, as many of you know, I come from the UK, if you can't hear it in my voice, because I've lived in Canada a long time. Yeah, and I did one Warwickshire, which is where I come from. But the Cotswolds is, I just love the Cotswolds. So this is a Bossy Threads kit. Well, I'll just, you know, make it easy. So those are all the threads in the back there. I think it's a 14 count Ada. Not too sure if I'll stitch it on that. But the first one I stitched, I did use the fabric that came with it, so probably I should stitch it on that, just so they're all the same size. And then here is another one, another Bossy Threads kit. I bought these in 2022 after my fateful meeting with Sheila McCann from what is her floss tube channel? The Sunshine Stitchers. Yes, she led me way down the tubes. So I bought these in quick succession. This is Holly Lane, and I've recently seen somebody stitching this. Like the little red stitches in there are really very cute when you see them stitched. And there's all the thread. Again, it's on 14 count Ada. And what is this one? Oh, somebody was moving house. It was an older couple, and they were downsizing, I guess. And they were having a yard sale. And I went along because they said they had cross-stitch stuff. So I went along and I got this Dimensions kit. It is called Sweetheart's Gate by Sandy Bergeron. This is it here. Oh. And it has all the call for threads. She hadn't started it at all. And it's on 14 count Ivory Ada. I'll probably stitch it on something else. Everything is falling down. 18 months ago we did a back-to-back cruise, and we did a trans-Pacific, and we went to New Zealand, and I got this kit. It's a kakapo, like a parrot. And I'm sure it's on 14 count Ada. Here are the threads. It was really hard to find. Whoa, everything's gonna go. Let it go over there. Yeah, it's cute. So I'll get to that at some point. Okay, we're getting down this. All right, this is a Mirabilia. This is the Christmas Elf Fairy. And this is a whole kit. Here she is. And yeah, I haven't started her. I really like the fabric. I'm not too sure what the fabric is. 32 count natural linen by Zweigart, maybe. These are the cord for flosses. On here, they're going to be, yeah, that's going to look gorgeous. It has some whisper thread in it. And, ooh, look at that. Got a whole pack of needles. Need to keep that to one side. I use a lot of needles. And then the beads and the Krynic, which I won't use. I'll use Petite Treasure Braid. I've learnt my lesson on the Krynic situation. Never again. Okay, we put everything back. Have I enabled anybody yet? I hope so. That's the whole point, right? You watch FlossTube and you see what everybody's got in their stash or new kits. Yeah, these are all classic colour works. All right, we're nearly there. We're nearly at the end. Oh, here we go. Here's another Boffy Threads. This is a Derbyshire village. Now, my nan lived in Derbyshire. She lived in Derby, actually. And this used to be a favourite place of mine to go and hike in the Peak District. So hence the reason why I got this one. Has all the threads in there. 14 count Ada, yet again. Ada's not my favourite to stitch on. Although I don't mind 18 count. I've discovered that. How many more do I have in here? Okay, I don't think we need this one. No, don't need that one. Oh. Got another piece of fabric for Zen Duck, and I'm not too sure about that. Okay, this is, no, I really want to stitch this. This is the Blue Flower Huckleberry Farm. And all my threads are over there in their boxes. And the fabric, perfect fabric here. It is a 36 count, not my favourite count to stitch on, but hey ho, it is perfect fabric for this chart. It is called Mind Blowing, which it is, by Fortnight Fabrics. Look at that. Here's the chart. So there's the chart. This is almost the cord full fabric. It's got more, it's looking more brown here, but it is a bit purpley. In fact, it's a light brown. But anyway, this is what I'm going to stitch. Huckleberry Farm by the Blue Flower. So there we have it. This is part 1 of a kit parade. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy it, and I will hopefully get it up tonight. It's nearly 40 minutes, so it's not too long a video, so it should process pretty quickly. I do not edit or anything. What you see is what you get. So enjoy, and I'll see you for a regular floss tube on Sunday. Happy stitching, everybody. Bye for now. If you found something that you liked here, please hit the like button, and if possible, subscribe. I would love you to do that, and I'd love you to come back and spend some more time with me. So happy stitching. Have a good evening. Bye for now.